Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a pie chart using Matplotlib. We're going to be using Python programming language, and we're going to be using Visual Code Studio. So if you don't have Visual Code Studio, you can just type in the web browser Visual Code Studio or Visual Studio Code download, and it'll take you to the website, and then you can download it based on whether you're using Windows or Mac or whatever computer you're using. So first things first, we're going to create a new folder. We're excuse me, we're going to name this folder, we'll just say pie chart project. Next, we're going to go into Visual Code Studio. I always call it Visual Code Studio. It's Visual Studio Code. I always get that mixed up. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Once we do that, we're going to go over here. We're going to go to File. We're going to hit Open Folder. And we're going to select the folder we just created. This will be our directory that we're going to put our Python file in. So we'll hit PyChart project, hit select folder. And now we're going to hit new file. And sorry, my computer's running a little slow tonight. Let's see, there we go. You're going to hit file, go to file, hit new file. For some reason it didn't create the file. Could be I have this video downloading in the background, that's probably why. You're going to left click on the new file, you're going to type in Python. That's a programming language we're going to be using. And then you can just hit enter. You're going to go to desktop. I like to go and manually click in my folder just to make sure it's in there. And we're going to name this we're going to say fruit distribution. It's always important to put the type of file you are using. So we're using Python, so we're going to save it as .py. Okay, now that we're in our file, first thing we're going to do is import Matplotlib. I mentioned in my last video, it's a library that allows you to have it allows you to create visualizations for the program you're creating. For example, like pie charts, bar charts, things of that nature, line plots. So first thing we need to do is import it. We're going to say import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Don't worry about that red line, it will disappear. Next, we're going to create a comment. It's always good to create comments because say you don't touch this program for 6-7 months down the road, you might forget everything. You might forget certain parts of the code that you wrote, like why did I write this part of the code? What does it do? So it's kind of like leaving breadcrumbs. And also, it's also good if you're having other people work on your program so they know what's going on. So we'll say this is the data for the pie chart. And now we're going to create our variables. Variables, remember, are containers that hold values. So first things first, we're going to create apple. We're going to type in apple, banana, and we're putting in between quotation marks. So these are strings. Gotta make sure I actually spell banana right. My mistake. And it's important to make sure that you're capitalizing each value, each string that we're writing, each piece of fruit. Mango. Now that we have that set up, we're going to do sizes. And right now we're writing sizes is the variable that's holding the value. So we're going to write out the size of the distributions for each piece of fruit. So we're going to do 30. We'll say 25, 20, 25. Remember, Python is an object-oriented language. So before you can, pretty much what we're doing now is laying out the foundation for the object. Then we will go to the part of the program where we will start writing the code that will display the layout and make it an actual object. So now we're going to do colors. And the colors are going to be different for each segment or each part of the pie chart. So first one we'll do red, we'll do yellow, and these don't have to be capitalized. Yellow, we'll do orange, and we'll do green. Now we're going to create the next comment. We're going to say this will create the pie chart. First thing we're going to do is plt dot pie parentheses. We're going to say sizes, labels, equal labels, colors, equal colors, auto, ECT equals percentage 1 dot 1 F percentage. And we're going to do 2 percentages. And what I always like about Visual Code too, it always is very informational, like what you're doing. It tells you what you're doing. So if you ever have any questions like, hey, like Matplotlib, if you go over there, it'll tell you it's a Matplotlib will say an object-oriented plotting library. So it gives you an example of what it is, you know what I mean? Which is cool. So it's like, it teaches you while you're using it. Now that we have that down, now we're going to move on to this part of the code. We'll add a title. This will create a title. So let's say plt dot title. I'm going to name this project. Whoa. A mistake. We're not going to name it whoa. Accidentally hit the wrong space or the back button. Add. Say this will create a title. And now we will go back to where we're at. We're going to say plt dot title, and we're going to name this fruit distribution. Fruit distribution. Now that we have our layout, and now we wrote the code that will what we need it to display as. Now all we got to do is display it. So the next part of code will be this will display the chart. All you have to do is type in plt.show. And then we're going to hit File, Save. We're going to hit Run. And there you go. You have your fruit distribution pie chart. You have apples, 30%, mango, 25%, orange, 20%, and banana, 20%. And then I want to make it sure you can see this. Let me move my big old head out the way. Now you can see we can go through this and explain it a little bit better. We have the title right here, plt.title. This displayed the title right here, fruit distribution. We have the labels, banana, apple, mango, orange. We have the sizes, 30%, 25%, 20, 25%. We have the colors. We have red, yellow, orange, green. So this was the layout. This is pretty much we're telling the program, this is what we need. This is the blueprint of what we need for this program. And now we need you to display this. So when we put plt.py, we were saying that we need the sizes in the pie. We need the labels in the pie. Labels equal labels. We need the colors in the pie. And we need it. We created the size for this as well. Now we go to title. We already talked about that. And now once we have that done, all we had to do was put plt.show, which displayed everything that we wrote out. So I hope you enjoyed this short little program. Once again, this is just simple stuff to give you to help you get the fundamentals